Good morning. What's up, everybody? It's just a chat session today. We're not really probably gonna, maybe we'll game a little bit. I don't know. If we do, it'll be some bullshit. But we gotta fire TikTok up too. So let's get that going. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Go live. Just chatting. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's get find another creator to co-host for more attractive live content. Oh, wow. No, thank you. Um, Axel chat. Let's see if it works today. Looks like it's going to work today. All right. So let's start today talking about the NFL draft. Let's start today talking about the NFL draft. So, hey, what's up, Michael? How are you? Good morning, buddy. Um, we're just chatting today. Normally I game, but today I'm just rapping with people, and I got a few things I want to go over that are happening right now in the wide world of sports, which is unusual because usually I don't talk a lot of sports. I usually game, but there's a lot going on right now in sports, especially for my teams that I like. So I wanted to talk about that some, and and just rap with people and get into the thing, and maybe we'll play some games. I don't know. We'll see who pops on and what they want to do. So, yeah. So the NFL draft. So there was no big surprises in the first three picks of the draft. There was everyone expected Cam Ward to go to the Titans. I think that well, I shouldn't even say that because I don't think anybody expected Jacksonville to trade up from 5 to 2 to get Travis Hunter. You would think that the Browns probably would have wanted Travis Hunter on their team, but I guess not. They passed. They took a hard pass, and that's a player like that puts you in a weird position because what if you don't want him? He's been very specific about wanting to play both sides of the ball, and as a coach, I'm a little worried about you playing defense if you're my top wide receiver. I don't want you getting banged up on the defensive side of the ball if I need you. Now, he probably will play sparingly in the defensive role. Let's go, Brandon. What's up, man? How are you, Brandon? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. What's good? We're just talking some sports today. Maybe we'll play some games. We'll see who pops on, but largely just rapping. And it's great to see you, dude. I'm doing great. I'm working. I'm playing. I'm hanging out. I'm having a good time with life. Husbanding, although I could do better. Um, I'm dog watching, dog companioning, guitar playing, just doing it all. Just trying to keep it going. How about you, buddy? What have you been up to in life? Robert Martinez, what's up, dude? Zero Mega Jerp. I like that name. What's up, man? Robert the Cook. What's up, Robert? So, um, the first three picks, the only big surprise was that somebody traded up into the top three to take Travis Hunter. And I was just saying how, man, work, work, work. It's finally camping season, so now you get your weekends at least. That's cool. Where do you go camping? You're a big camper? You're big on the camping? Do you camp like outdoors or do you have like a camper, a mobile camper? What do you do when you camp? How do you work your deal? So while we have a camper at the campground, that's awesome. Very cool. I wish I could do the same, but I live in the city and we wouldn't have anywhere to keep it. You glamp? Yeah, the glamping is good. What's up, Slasher? How are you, bud? All right. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss any chat. So, yeah, picking a player like Travis Hunter puts you in a rough spot if you don't want him to play both sides of the ball. Oh, you pay for a spot year round so you don't have to move it. That's really smart. I didn't even know that was a thing. It must take some work to keep it up in the winter time. You must have to. I would run down there and keep it going. You don't want the winter to freeze it up unless it's in like a nice place. What's up, Ando? What's up, Vilson? How are you? Z Lighter. Good afternoon. Good morning. All right, so hey Joey, what's up, man? You winterize it right on. Perfect. Let's go Dodgers. Joey, so you're a Dodgers fan, buddy? We'll talk some baseball today. Today's a chat day. I'm not playing any games, or I might not. I mean, I might play games. I hadn't really planned on it. You're a Dodgers fan, bro? I didn't know that. We'll talk a little Dodgers. I like the Dodgers. I'm a Mets fan, actually. But we can talk a little bit about what's going on in baseball for sure. Check out that new game. What game are you talking about? Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. I haven't seen you in so long. What's up, buddy? Dude, how are you, man? Just watched the trailer. What game are you talking about, Joey? Remind me, please. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Okay, we'll check it out, dude. We'll check it out right now. I was talking some football draft, but let's go and check this game out. It's epic. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Okay, view page. What is happening? Wait, what is this showing me? Oh, I'm watching this. Oh, that looks like a very cool game world. No question, Joey. This looks like turn-based combat. Like Final Fantasy, yeah. The game world does look very cool, though. I don't typically like um, turn-based combat games like this. I've tried a game called Ori that was turn-based combat like this, which I played pretty far in. It just never, like, it wasn't one of the top games I've ever played, Ori. It was a good game. I played a lot of it. The classical music. Yeah, the music sounds amazing. The soundtrack sounds amazing. Okay, so let's pause this. So here they're having a live thing with the developer right now. The classical music is great. It's French, very turn-based. User reviews very positive. Hey, why is it still playing? I shut off Steam. That was weird. I had shut Steam off and it's still 9, 10. Yeah, because the people who like those turn-based games, Joey, for sure, are gonna gravitate to a game like that because the game world looks amazing and it's got great music and it probably plays pretty well as a turn-based action strategy game. You probably will like it, Joey. I bet you will like it. Rich, it's so good to see you, man. Happy Saturday, and I'm glad you stopped in and hung out for a little while. Great to see you, bro. I hope you're feeling well. I hope your lady's doing good, and I'm glad to see you. You're gonna try it tonight? Right on. Ah, my neck. So we started off talking a little. You downloaded it yesterday. Okay, you're dedicated to giving it a shot. You're not messing around. You're playing it for real. We started talking a little football, and so I'm changing up the format today a little bit. Normally I play games, as you guys know, um, but today I want to talk a little sports and just catch up on where my favorite teams are at, and maybe talk about what's going on in the sport in general: hockey, baseball, football. Um, those are my areas of interest mainly. So I'm going to start with the football because it's draft time and I'm a Patriots fan. You're a Raider fan? Okay, so you're pretty happy. Let's take a look at who the Raiders picked. Ashton Gianti, probably the best player in the draft, went to the Raiders in the first round, which is great. You stopped watching football in '09 or so? Right on. Right on. Um, I'm a Patriots fan, and I've been watching it since the 1980s. So I watched it even before the Patriots were. It wasn't like was a bandwagon jumper. You're always at work. Yeah, 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 man. I get it. I get it. Luckily for me, I haven't had to work weekends in my career because of my work that I do. So I'm usually off on the weekends, and that allows me to watch football and do all that stuff. So, um, congratulations on Ashton Gianti for the Raiders, who was probably the best, highest rated overall player in the draft. He's a running back. He can probably be a dominant running back in the NFL. You like the Patriots too? Thanks, man. I can't help but like the Raiders because of the anti-establishment kind of attitude that has always been the Raiders brand. I like that about them, and I like the Raiders because of that. So they're one of my, you know, they're a team I can't hate on too much. Felons, exactly right, buddy. Although every team's got its share of those. Every single team has at least one bad story. So, you know, it just goes, you get that many people in the same place, somebody's going to have a story somewhere. So, Cam Ward was no surprise for the Tennessee Titans. The biggest surprise in the beginning of the draft was Jacksonville moving up from number 5 to number 2, which was unexpected, to pick Travis Hunter. Now, Travis Hunter has made a big hey, what's up, A Dot? How are you, man? We're talking some football. You love them since '02 because you saw the power bomb a player and they played like that for a few years. You're great. Glad to hear it, A Dot. Good. Happy Saturday, man. We're just talking a little bit about the football draft, and so Travis Hunter puts you in a tough spot as a team, and I think that's why the Browns didn't want to deal with him, because they may not have seen him as a player who they wanted to play defense, and he wants to play defense as well as wide receiver. And to me, he really is a wide receiver. Yeah, A Dot. It's Shadur didn't get picked over a lot of guys. Some guys that weren't even supposed to be as good as him. But I think Shadur Sanders kind of turned a lot of teams off with his attitude. Because what I saw was that he went into interviews and they showed him like a bad play of his in college and said, "Hey, talk about this play to us." And he said, "If you don't like my play, then maybe I'm not the quarterback for you." Like, he was very cocky in his interviews and he didn't win over anybody. He wasn't like trying. Now, you can say what you want about attitude, but those people are very hard to work with who don't want to admit they have faults, who don't want to look at their flaws and say something to the effect of, "Hey man, I'm working on that. I want to get better at that. That's something I'm working on." Like, he's too prideful to say anything like that. He's kind of Trump-esque, where he's not going to admit a flaw. And if you want to look at my flaws and not look at, me, then, maybe I don't need you. And he might be right about that. Hey, what's up, Clint? Good afternoon, man, or good morning. Attitude is 100% in the game of football. Absolutely, the greatest players have a lot of attitude. You would think that these NFL teams would be used to players, and especially quarterbacks, who have attitude. No doubt. But I also think they've seen enough of those guys to be a little bit wary of attitude, too. Like, they don't necessarily want to deal with attitude on their team from their quarterback. They want their quarterback to be somebody that's a little bit more press friendly, wholesome, easier to get along with, self-effacing, that kind of guy. You played running back and wide receiver growing up, and you're only 5'8"? Wow. How long did you play, Joey? Did you play into college, or did you just play in high school, or how far did you play? Clint, we're just talking some football, man. We're going to talk sports for a bit today. Football, baseball, and a little hockey. Just high school? I'm fast and hot like a truck. I believe it, Joey. That's awesome, man. I'm only 5'8" as well, or I was in school, but I was a very skinny 5'8". I was more of a cross country runner type guy. I played lacrosse instead of football. That was my tough sport, was lacrosse. But I never played football. My mother would not let me play football. She was afraid I was going to get hurt. And if I had gone out for my team, like I had the kind of high school team that anybody that tried out for the team, you made the team. You wouldn't play, but you could make the team. I also feel like his dad might get in the way of how his coach tells him to do something. Absolutely, A dot. And I think teams probably have some concern about that too, and rightfully so. You don't you don't want the shadow of Dion over your team necessarily, for sure. Yep, go Gators. Winning the championship basketball game. That's awesome, Rich. You should be proud. So, Shadur never oversaw a winning season in college. That's another thing. And he didn't play in a really super talented conference. You can play all sports and be good, even basketball. That's awesome, dude. You're athletic. I'm not as athletic. I played hockey. I played let me think here. I played lacrosse in high school. I played a little soccer in high school. I ran cross country in high school. I played soccer on club teams after high school. I played ice hockey and roller hockey. It'd be cool to shoot hoops with me. I'm not a great basketballer. I can play basketball, but I'm certainly not a good shooter. I can dribble a little bit. I'm really actually my best attribute in basketball is defense. I can play good defense, but that's about it, dude. I'm not good in basketball. I'm not quick on my feet, light on my feet. I'm not tall. I'm not long. I don't react particularly well. I'm in basketball. I'm more of a defender. You think I agree with you. Although I'm 56 years old, so I don't get out as much as I used to for exercise. I think you're right, though. It is very good to exercise. It's good to get out. I played a lot of sports when I was young because I had a lot of young guys my age in my neighborhood growing up, and they were all into sports. So all in my neighborhood, all summer long. You wrestled in high school, Rich? Awesome, man. That's a tough sport. Wrestling is a very tough sport. Takes some pretty good head slaps and stuff. So the Patriots drafted an offensive lineman, which wasn't a sexy pick necessarily. I could never do that. Sweaty guys was not it for me. Well, if you played football, you were all around sweaty guys jumping on each other. I wrestled, but not. I wrestled but not competitively. I didn't wrestle like on the team. We had high school wrestling like intramural, so I did that. But I wasn't on the wrestling team. You were number 2 in the country, Rich? Wow. Damn, buddy. Sweet. Do a leg shoot for me, Rich. Man, Rich, that's awesome. So, I was never that good at anything. My big claim to fame was who's going to be the good team starting in football? Uh, I'm sure the Eagles are going to still be good. I'm sure that the Bills are going to be very good. Um, I don't think there's going to be a ton of movement. Plus, you have to wait and see after the draft. because the draft is a big deal. If you get a good defender on the line of scrimmage or a particularly good wide receiver that just can get open, like this dude Tetroa McMillan, like that might make a big difference for the Panthers because they have a couple of threats at wide receiver now, and they have a young quarterback there, Bryce Young, who's trying to like grow, and they needed to get him weapons. So pretty cool for the Panthers. Um, but if somebody gets a stud wide receiver or somebody gets a stud defender, that just changes everything, and that could absolutely happen. And you just don't know how it turns out with these guys. But I don't think there's going to be a ton of change like the power teams or the power teams. Negrito, what's up, Negrito, the 1,000th follower? How are you, brother? So you guys don't know this, but Negrito is my 1,000th follower. Thank you, Negrito. Thanks for the likes. It's great to see you, man. Any video of their runs? So unfortunately, no. I mean, so let's go look up some film on Ashton Gianti. Well, look, he's a beast, dude. Holy shit. All right, let's take a look at some game film on Ashton Gianti. This is your new running back. I'm doing good, Negrito. How are you? Here we go. Oh, come on. It's not showing the video. Here you go. No, no, no. Here you go. Nope. Wonder why I can't watch any. Let's just go to YouTube and see if there's any film on him. Here we go. Another. Oh, he just laughed at that tackler. He just laughed at that tackler. Oh, he's got breakaway speed. He's got the breakaway speed, dude. Look at the breakaway speed this guy has. Wow. Breaks tackle spinning. Yeah. I wish the Patriots had picked this dude, man. The straight arm. Oh, he got brought down that time. He couldn't break loose that time. He doesn't just have speed, he's got breakaway speed. Yeah, he ain't messing around, dude. Oh, and he can catch the ball. Ooh, look at the little hurdle move. On a reverse. Wow. You got to love this kid. Are you kidding me? Look at all this film on him. He's got a lot of highlights, man. So you got to love this kid, right? You got to be excited watching this film. I mean, he's breaking tackles. He's got breakaway speed. He can spin move. He can run over dudes. He's got a stiff arm. And he hasn't even been coached at the NFL level yet. Wait till he gets NFL coaching. So, yeah, man, that's exciting for you, dude. That's exciting for you. I would be stoked if I had that dude on my team. Okay, so I want to look up Will Campbell. LSU offensive tackle Will Campbell. We got to watch a commercial, a crummy commercial. All right, so this is my guy. This is the Patriots' new offensive tackle. Let's see what film there is on him. 66. Stunt block. Bam. Downfield. He's pretty athletic looking. He's a big dude, man. He's 6'6", 319, I think was the numbers. Ugh. He's good in run blocking. He gets out downfield and gets out as a good run blocker. He's an athletic run blocker. Oh, just crunched his guy on that one. Caved in the whole side. Pass blocking. Pass blocking. Yeah. He dominated his guy. It's the music for me. Yeah. All right, here he is in looks like a run. No, a pass blocking. No, it's a run. Oh, he caved in the side. He absolutely caved in the whole side. I think he was up against the cornerback on that play. He was laughing at that guy. He's big, but he's not fat. He's lean. He's athletic. Run blocking, absolutely devastated his guy. Took a linebacker right out of the play. First down on his side of the field. Good things happen on his side of the field, it looks like. Yeah. Good pass blocking there. Got his arms out. There's a run block on his side. Absolutely caved in the side of the ball. Love it. Oh, he ran this guy halfway down the field. Gotta love it. Gotta love these road graders. Um, we needed an offensive lineman. We needed a very dependable offensive tackle on the left side to protect Drake May's blind side. So the left tackle is very important for a right-handed quarterback because he's got his back to that side, so it's his blind side. And Will Campbell's a blind side blocker, and he clearly knows how to play. He played in a very tough conference. The Southeast Conference is not an easy conference to play in. It's got a lot of good pass NFL level talent pass rushers, and he blocked really well in those situations. And I expect he'll probably get beat sometimes, but I'm looking forward to having a really good, solid offensive tackle. Probably the first time we've invested a high level pick in an offensive tackle since like Matt Light. Um, and I'm glad to see it. Wasn't sexy, you know. Picking an offensive lineman is never a sexy pick, especially in the first round, dude, because there's all these skill players available, wide receivers, running backs. It's easy to get, like stars in your eyes over some of these guys. And it's hard to stay true to what's important. But the game is won in the trenches, ladies and gentlemen. Football is won on the offensive and defensive line of the football. A team that does good pass rushing, a team that gets to the quarterback a lot, they're going to win games. A team that protects their quarterback, a team that blocks well for their running game, they're going to win a lot of football games. They're going to move the ball, they're going to move the pile, and they're going to win games. And that's how it's done. It's you got to have a good linemen. It's it's funny because they're really not the most heralded players in football, especially on the offensive side of the ball. You don't hear a lot about the guys blocking, but they really do make all the difference in the world because those quarterbacks don't have time to throw if they're not getting blocks, and the running backs don't have lanes to run through if they're not getting blocks. So it's really a key part of the game they got to pay attention to. And yeah. So the draft is on. Round 4 has started. There's some picks in. The Patriots got a safety. Craig Woodson. I wonder if he's related to Charles Woodson. Valuable reserve player. 4th rounder. Hey, there's Cam Skatibo. I remember seeing that name. Let's see. The Raiders their pick is in. Woodson and Rice are your all-time favorite wide receiver? Yeah. Well, Woodson played defense. Charles Woodson played defense. Hey, healthy boy, what's up, man? How are you? Happy Saturday. We're just chilling. Hello, my headphones aren't working right now. Can you chat instead? By the way, which game do we stream the most? Lily Star said. So Lily Star, my answer to that would be, hey, how come? Oh yeah, hey, where's my? Where be my? Clint did competitive martial arts while I was younger. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, Lily Star? I see you now. So the game I stream the most is probably Diablo 4, and then the second most is Path of Exile 2. Usually those are the games that I stream. What about you, Lily? What do you stream? Today we're just talking sports, and I started off with the NFL draft because it's on right now, and I'm a football fan, and it just happens to be going. Um, so we're just rapping about the sports and stuff. So back to the first round. So we saw some tape on Ashton Gianti. We saw a little tape on Will Campbell. Um, and they looked good, right? So let's take a look at some of these other picks. The Bears picked Colston Loveland for tight end, another blocking and also receiving weapon for their up and coming team. Well, if your headphones aren't working and you can't hear me, Diablo 4 and PoE 2. Those are the games that I stream the most. That didn't go out to kick, huh? Kick chat doesn't come through here. Lukey, what's up, man? No, just on the weekends and Friday nights, usually. Oh yeah, Joey, sorry I had to jump off so quick last night. I uh I had to jump off because I was getting my car fixed, and it's fixed now, which is great. But I'm sorry I had to like leave you very abruptly. That was weird. Lukey, Lukey's back. So it's round 4 of the draft. Let's see. The Raiders chose a wide receiver, Dante Thornton Jr. Let's see what is said about Dante Thornton. Wow. He's a bit of a big play, one trick pony, will require patience or a clearly defined role to succeed. Let's see you do some burpees. I hate burpees. I can do burpees. I could probably whip out 20 push-ups right now if I had to save my life. What's my favorite game? That's a great question. Probably Elden Ring. How about you? You're impressed? Yeah, man. I keep in decent enough shape. I'm pretty strong, dude. I have a good upper body strength. So that makes it good for push-ups. You gotta, if you're getting old, you gotta do something to stay in shape, man. I gotta get back into. So for a while, I was doing push-ups every day. I worked my way up to where I was doing 100 push-ups a day, and I don't love the physical exercise. I don't love it. I don't like getting on the floor and going. So I just kind of stopped doing it after a while, and I got to get back into it because it's good for you. Keep your shoulders and back strong. Yeah, it's an amazing game. No, I've never tried Valorant. Oh, the Jets. Okay, so the Bills picked a defensive tackle, Dion Walker. Upgrade is a one technique in Buffalo, but he gets too high and hasn't always harnessed his rare size in one-on-one battles. Okay, so the guy that needs technique work, big deal. Jets are picking. It's when you live in a cold weather place like North Dakota, where I live in Chicago, and it gets the winters are easy to not exercise. Just try it. I suggest you try it. So, you know what? I don't know anything about Valorant. Let's take a look at it. Valorant. They don't even have it on Steam. Where can you get Valorant? Is it on Epic? Valorant. Okay, here it is. Let's take a look. What's this game about? It's like a 5-on-5 battle. Character-based 5v5 tactical shooters set on the global stage. Outwit, outplay, and outshine your competition with tactical abilities, precise gunplay, and adaptive teamwork. One game that nobody's talking about is Mind's Eye. Okay, Rich, let's check that out. That's got to be on Steam. Mind's Eye. There it is. Ooh, that looks cool, Rich. Thanks, Lily. Appreciate you. And I appreciate talking with you, too. This looks kind of sick. There you go, Rich. Comes out in June. I'm not pre-ordering games anymore, but I'll definitely check it out when it comes out. Narrative-driven single-player action adventure thriller set in the near future. It's like a movie game. High-octane driving, explosive combat. Cool. I'm just going to add it to the wish list to remind me when it comes out. That's crazy, man. That looked really cool. Yeah. Mm, interesting. It come through as spam. You should know that you come through in Discord as a spam request. That kind of sucks, Lily. Yeah, I got it. We're getting our windows cleaned. Clangety clang clang. Oh, look, my friend Gojo's actually playing that game that you like, um, Joey. So there's a fan of the show. His name is Gojo. How do you like Claire? So my friend Gojo is playing that game Claire that you like, Joey. So I'm asking him what he thinks of it. We checked it out earlier, Claire, the turn-based strategy combat game. Okay, cool. Um, I did. All right, so let's see. Here's a bunch of teams I don't care about. Saints, Eagles, yuck, yuck, yuck. Wide receiver for the Jets. Who cares? What did the Jets do in round 3? Cornerback. In round 2, the Jets picked a tight end. In round 1, they went with the offensive tackle. Yeah, so there's been the Jets have stuck to their what their needs are. I I didn't send you a request. Huh. You wear it well. So if you're a Jets fan, you're happy with your offensive choices, I think. And if you're a Patriots fan, you're wondering where this. I don't know. Like I think this running back is our next Kevin Falk guy, Travion Henderson. He's a good pass. He's a good pass blocker. Supposedly the best pass blocker in the draft. He's a good pass catcher. They say he's a three down performer. I'd like to see it personally. But even if he's just a third down performer, I would love a new, like, awesome Kevin Falk that'll go get you first downs, go catch the ball, and, you know, open things up on offense. That's what Kevin Falk used to do. He would get you first downs. He would block for you on third down. He would go out. He'd block and release, go out and catch a pass and get you a first down. Just an absolute beast. Kevin Falk was, and I think this guy can play that kind of a role. So I'm excited about it. Wow, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Bearded J, what's up, man? How are you? Ariante Arcery, offensive tackle. Yeah, I wonder if I could play Balatro if I wanted to, even. Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the likes very much. Yep. Whoa. That's weird. Why would it do that? That's interesting. They don't let you just run your live. You can't just turn your live on and like walk away. You have to have something going on in your live. Nothing there. Bills get better along the defensive line in the first round. Or is this a second? This is round two. What did the Bills do in round one? Oh, yeah, they picked near the bottom. And they picked up Maxwell Hairston, this guy everybody loves. Everybody loves this kid. He's a very likable guy. Kid from Kentucky. Let's see what's happening in round 4. The picks are coming quick. We'll see about that. Do 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 do. All right, so let's talk baseball for a minute. We've talked football, the draft's going on, yay. Let's talk Major League Baseball for just a minute. So Joey's a big Dodger fan, and the Dodgers are one of the most winning teams in baseball. Here they are, 16 wins. They're behind only a few teams, a handful of teams. Unfortunately for you, Joey, 2 of those teams are in your division. The Giants and Padres are playing great baseball too, as expected. I don't think anybody expected the Giants to pop up this quick, but the Padres expected that they were going to be good. The Diamondbacks aren't even bad. They're above 500, right? They're right there. There's a lot of teams that are starting off the season strong in the West. My favorite team is the winningest team in baseball, the New York Mets, at 18-8, but they just lost. They broke a 7-game winning streak by losing last night, unfortunately, to the Washington Nationals, a division rival. But they've taken a 5-game lead in the division, which is really strong. Let's hope they continue to play baseball at this pace. In the American League, it's the Yankees, the Detroit Tigers, Texas Rangers, who lead their respective divisions. And the Cubs have to be spoken of because they're leading their division. The Cubs are one of the better teams in baseball. They're on a 3-game winning streak. I know somebody that'll be very excited about that. All right, gang. We're going to wrap it up today. It's been an hour. It's my limit for streaming lately. I stream about an hour, and that's all I got. So thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you soon. Joey, good seeing you. Thanks for being here. Rich, it was great seeing you, buddy. I'm glad you're well. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll talk to you soon, too.